morning, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. Hope you're doing fantastic today. We've got a great show. We've got a full studio. Great show. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't say it's a great show until after we're done.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not going to be a great show.
It's going to be great.
Speak it into reality.
Great already. It's so great.
Okay. Well, that's not great already. That's a lie.
That is a lie.
I thought it was great.
The Agrihood may be coming back. Okay. Nobody cares. Sorry.
I didn't know it left.
Yeah, the left, it got denied, but it may be coming back. It's not a real Agrihood, but we'll talk about it. The legislature green lights St. Augustine Airport rebranding. They need their people rebranded. They need new people. It's not the airport. The people are the problem.
New signs, that'll fix it.
Yeah, right. New signs and a new name. The St. Augustine Central Airport. What?
What?
We've got Great Florida Man Friday. We've got a chance for you to give your opinions on Nights of Lights to the City Commission that probably won't listen. And Portuguese man of war washing up on St. Augustine beaches. Ouch. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I got stung by one of these for the first time a couple of years ago.
Sheesh.
Yeah, not fun.
No.
Not fun. So we'll talk about all of that and more. We'll have some fun. Yeah.
Woohoo.
And we'll start by telling you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Since 1949, they have been more than just a dealership. They're a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. State-of-the-art service department, 91 climate-controlled service bays, and a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance. And you can always enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're out there. They offer the best in pricing, selection, and service just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, shout out to Fidus Roofing. Great expectations. Nope.
I'm not doing it.
Still
locked in.
Boy, I've been saying the same thing for like 2 years, man. Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39, Chiba Hut Toasted Sub, St. August Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy House, B&S Signs, and I am powered as I am each and every morning by our friends at the Vibe Nutrition. Perfect.
Nailed it.
I don't know what this is this morning, but it's good. Tropical something.
Looks like some watermelon, but tropical.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. It's very delicious.
Nice.
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Hey, happy Friday.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, all right. It's Friday. Feels good. It's a feel-good Friday.
Yes.
What do we got for question of the day, Troy?
All right, question of the day. You're doing a cross-country trip. What is the number one stop that you have to stop at? Like you're driving throughout the entire country and you got to go there. What's the number one on your list?
The Bunny Ranch. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon. I've never seen the Grand Canyon.
Never seen the Grand Canyon?
Never seen it.
It's
I got to
grand.
see that. Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
I got to see it before I die.
Yeah. No, it's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
Sweet. I'm going to say, can it be somewhere that you've been before or somewhere that you've never been? Or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you're going cross country, and this is a stop. It's like no one in the car.
You gotta go.
You're going there.
I'm going to say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just like it. It's cool to me.
There you go.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Alaska yet, so mine's going to be somewhere cool in Alaska.
Oh, my God. You're driving all the way to
Wow.
Alaska.
That's a drive.
It's gonna
I
be-
would stay
well,
continental, but you know,
because I have a goal to see all 50 states before I'm like 55. And so I'm right around 40.
I missed that one.
But
Nice.
Alaska's far away. And if I go to Alaska, then I get to see all the other ones.
Right.
So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
zigzag.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oof.
40's a lot, though. I thought I've been to a lot of states and I've counted, and
Yeah.
it's like half, like maybe 20 or so. And it's like,
I had-
sheesh.
Yeah, I think
A
that's-
mom that was afraid of flying, but a dad that liked to travel. So lots of road trips.
No, I'm probably around that 40 mark. I think too. I haven't been to Alaska. Been to Hawaii, but haven't been to Alaska.
Same.
But I want to see Mount Rushmore. I haven't seen Mount Rushmore.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
It's cool.
yeah. So I want to see
Do a helicopter.
Mount Rushmore. Okay. I
That's
have no
cool.
problem with helicopter. Makes it a lot easier. But I think that's my one that I have to see.
Who
Sorry,
likes
Troy.
orange?
You just got interrupted by
Rick, it's orange.
bags
I'll
and
take
bags
any
of
one.
Starburst.
Yes.
I love it. All the lemons. Who's got this?
I think that was Blake. I think Blake liked the Reds.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Blake did like the Reds. I
And
was
she's got a whole big one.
Yellow Starburst. Look at the all pinks. That's Rick, right?
I'll take some pinks.
I'm
You're
all
all
pink too.
pinks. You're the all
I'll
pinks.
take some all pinks.
Just gonna grab a handful.
Yeah, I'll just take a couple.
Wow.
This is awesome.
All right, show's over, guys.
Yeah, this is a great show.
This is the best show.
All pink, baby.
There's a lot of controversy about Starburst last time, so I knew I couldn't come back without
Great callback.
individually
Great callback.
organized Starburst.
Blake, I got your Reds in here, so you're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
What? That's wow. Amanda really sat there and organized Starburst
Yes.
for the show.
Yeah. Last night I had a margarita and a lot of Starburst.
Starburst margarita.
Yeah.
She had so many extras. She was just throwing them in drinks.
You take one. You take
That's
one.
great.
Stuff.
Thank you.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
God, this is one of the best presents I've ever got in my life.
Did you eat all the
My
regular?
poor mother's like, what about
I
that time?
haven't eaten one.
No, because you got a whole bag of the pink ones, but then there's no Ziploc of the pink ones. So did you consolidate them all in here, or did you eat some of them?
So they're all in there.
Okay.
And then
Extra pigs in
all
there.
of the other colors.
That is
fit in a
awesome.
little
Wow.
sandwich baggie.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're a Starburst dealer. Let me get 2 reds, an orange, and a yellow.
I know, right?
We'll meet you behind the dumpster.
I got 50 grams.
50 grams.
This cup's becoming my Starburst cup.
The stash.
this is so great.
This is.
Are we supposed to have a show after
Nah, we
this?
cannot do this now.
Jeez.
When my breath gets out of control, my Starburst.
Starburst cup.
Nice.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Next week when Amanda's reading, she's like, Starburst, Troy.
I know.
Can,
Hook it up.
can you turn my mic off for the next 20, 30 minutes? I'm going to go ahead and do some chewing.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Wow. Okay.
Happy day.
Happy now. Yeah, it's a great show.
I love this show. My
yeah.
headache is gone.
My favorite show.
Headache's gone. I feel well rested.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I don't need a CPAP anymore. All right.
I've never seen a whole bag of yellows.
I know.
Oh, I'm so
I know.
happy. I'm so happy.
I'm surprised that's all that's in a whole like fun-sized bag
Yeah,
of Starburst.
that's a good amount.
That's it.
That's all that was in there.
Yeah, that's
Were
all.
they proportional, do you think, or was there a favorite? Like, what
They
flavor?
were proportional for the colors.
Okay.
So they didn't heavily weight the pink or the red.
Okay,
They're- I mean, like I said, I didn't eat any of them. I just put them in the bags, and they were about even.
Nice.
But I got the all pink
Yes.
because so many were fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're heavy on the pink.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Great. Wow.
This is cool.
Thanks, Amanda.
You're
It's
welcome.
awesome. Best day ever.
I know. I'm speechless, kind
Should have
of.
been inviting Amanda on the show.
I know. What we're doing?
What was I thinking?
I definitely made the right choice.
It will be candy.
Did we do question of the day already? Where are we?
Yes.
What are we doing? I just want to eat freaking.
Mount
you're
Rushmore
going to-
is really cool, and it's cool
Okay.
to see it from a helicopter. I highly encourage that.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely want to check it out. It's been on my list for a long, long time, but it's just not a place that you easily get to.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing ball and stuff like that, I traveled all over, but it was mostly in cities.
Mhm.
You didn't go to
Yeah.
South Dakota.
It's kind of
Right.
out there.
Yeah, South Dakota is one of those states I haven't been to. So
I would like to see
that'd
it
be
at
cool.
4th of July
yeah.
when they do the fireworks.
Oh, that
They do
sounds
Yes,
fireworks
that
at
would be-
Mount Rushmore.
So they put a halt to it during the Biden administration, but I think Kristi Noem brought it back. But there was a whole big stink about it. But yeah,
Why?
Because he was a psychopath.
Because-
It's now time for a quick check of the weather, Troy. That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39, who's quietly existed in the hustle and bustle of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. They got over 95 wines on hand for you to choose from, and they can change your mood no matter what the weather is to happy.
Mm-hmm.
Bin 39, 4 St. George Street. Great folks over there. Check them out very soon. We now go to the booth for the Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Don't worry, Pete. Amanda will definitely read that without any hesitation.
I love you, Blake.
Thank you. Yeah. So it looks like I-95 going southbound right now. On this is the infamous State Road 16 exit.
We can tell.
Yes, unfortunately, it unfortunately is the one with no construction. Feels like a back at UCF with all the construction going on there. Yeah. So
Did you guys know there's a food court or food truck court just on the other side
Yeah.
of 95?
yeah. Yeah.
You been there?
Yes, I have
driven
actually.
through it, yeah.
Yes, it's like the Taste the Worlds. They have a handful of different ones, different cuisines and stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I went there and had a burger from the guy, one artist I was recording, stayed in the hotel right there. And yeah, we walked over there and it was actually cool.
I just was driving back from the boat ramp on Sunday, and I was like, "What the heck is that?"
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes, sir.
So it's got some good selections.
It does. It has a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
You eating there too, or
I haven't eaten there, so we were trying to get to Cracker Barrel for a family dinner, and I turned too early. And
It's all
then
messed up
got
in there.
stuck in there.
Yes.
So I know it exists, but I haven't tried.
We parked there because we couldn't find the hotel.
you did the drive by like, oh,
Oh.
you did the same thing I did the other day. Like, oh.
That's how they're getting all their customers and business in there. Like, oh, dang it, wrong turn. Oh, I'm hungry though. I'll stop.
Yeah. But Amanda though, so you said you went to Cracker Barrel though. So who won the peg game? The peg game that's
Oh
on the
yeah,
table.
the golf tees.
So we had my son got to 1 peg, my mom got to 2. I didn't even try; I was tired. And then they went and played checkers.
Oh yeah, big checkers.
Yeah, it's
When
big
he,
checkerboard.
when he got to 1, did it end up in the same one that was empty though? That's when you do it right.
Oh, okay.
The next,
Man, you just up the ante
yeah. So
right.
it's the center hole there.
Single
you end up right
peg.
there, and then
in the empty. All right,
and there is a
gauntlet thrown.
There is a it's there once you learn the pattern, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Troy's all about patterns, man.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. Figure out the pattern. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's easy.
Do you have the pattern on Rubik's Cube? Rubik's
Oh,
Cube.
Right? Because there
yeah.
is a pattern.
There's a
Yeah,
pattern.
it's pretty simple. You take a little sticker thing.
You just move on. You take some paint. And you go.
There's like
I think it's like
moves,
the
and
top
it just
one, and then the
repeats.
end, and then the top,
Yeah.
and then the end, and then
Yeah.
the top, and the end.
It's you got to turn it like 4 times. No, I don't.
I can't even
don't-
ever get one side whole. There's always that one square that's
Yeah.
like, and I'm like, how do you
It's the
get
middle
that
finger.
one square? It really is. It is. Yeah, I'm not smart
That's
enough
why you
for that
take the
Rubik's
sticker
Cube.
off. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sharpie marker.
they're all crooked.
yeah, why are these?
Timu.
That's the type of satisfying videos I need to watch. You know, them just dunking one side of the Rubik's Cube in paint.
Yeah,
Flip it over.
it works. We did it.
Done.
It's all the same color.
Yeah, but definitely, but I'm definitely master of this Rubik's Cube. though.
Nice.
Oh, there you
Nailed
go.
it.
Nailed it. Finished it before I got it out in the package.
All right. That traffic report comes to us from Old Town Trolley. If you want to skip the traffic in downtown, you can do that by hopping on an Old Town Trolley and seeing the sights. Over 100 points of interest, 22 stops, and you can hop on and off on those stops. It's great. Great experience out there. 90-minute tours. But you could really make a whole day out of it. You could really turn them into your shuttle service for downtown St. Augustine. In a good way. Not like taking advantage, like in a good way, you know?
Yeah.
They
What
want
they're
you to
there
do
for.
Yeah.
it. They want you to hop on and hop off.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah. Old Town Trolley.
They won't drive by sprinklers and let the window down.
That's right.
Voice detect.
But yeah, they won't voice to text. And look to the left.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Pre-show fun, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. You need to do a pre-show cam.
Yes,
Troy.
pre-show
We've been
cam.
talking about
As
this
long
for
as there's no
years.
volume, I'm all about it.
Well, then we already have that.
Yeah,
We already
no.
have that.
You got to buy a star. You pay for stars to get the volume.
That's right. Yeah, you got a membership.
Yes.
Membership.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on.
Exclusives.
Yeah, give those
Exclusive
stars,
minions.
Give those stars so Blake gets paid.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
That's right. That'd be nice.
Put some stars in the cam.
All right. The Agrihood has been the star of a lot of discussions over the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
It may see a reemergence. That's not a real word. It may reemerge.
Reemergence.
I didn't sleep good last night, guys. The brain's not firing on all cylinders today. Controversial development project in St. Johns County may soon get a second chance. Freehold communities. Sounds a little ominous, to be honest with you. Freehold. You think you're free, but
We're holding you.
Boston-based developer is once again pushing for a massive 3,000 home Agrihood west of St. Augustine. The proposal covers 2,600 acres between County Roads 208 and 214 and blends residential housing with agricultural features like a community farm, which everybody says is not going to be big enough to actually stay in the community. I mean, we're just, If we're gonna do this, we got to do it right. Don't just put up an Agrihood so you can get tax money out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
St. John's County Commission rejected the plan last November. Commissioner Sarah Arnold said the project was not ready for prime time.
Deion Sanders, cool.
As soon as Deion gets his thumbs up,
He'll be high stepping through here in no time.
He was just starting to sign that endorsement deal.
Troy said neither was the draft last week either.
that wasn't either.
That's solid.
Too soon.
County Special Magistrate, I didn't even know we had one of those, reviewed the case and gave Freehold the green light to return to the commission. This time, developers say that they're offering a revised plan with greater detail and added space for businesses. So we didn't address the fact that the farms aren't enough farming for people to make it a real Agrihood. Okay, gotcha. On Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., the St. John's County Commission will meet at the County Auditorium on San Sebastian View to decide whether to reopen discussions on the project or to move on entirely. If commissioners agree to revisit it, the Agrihood could be added to a future agenda or even referred back to planning and zoning. Why? That doesn't matter, depending on how significant the changes are. As always, the public can watch the meeting live on government TV, which will be available in the 904 Now app soon.
Ooh.
Yeah. Amanda, what do you think about an Agrihood?
So what is the purpose of this? Is it one central farm and then just a development? Like,
Yeah, I think it's billed as like a little farming community where everybody kind of grows their own food.
Everybody has their own.
in the
Well,
community
if it's
garden or
larger
whatever.
lots so that you could potentially create a little foraging forest in your backyard, then that's cool. I mean, one of the biggest arguments we have for all this development is that they're just slamming so many houses into a postage stamp that they can possibly fit. So if it's larger lots so that everyone has a little bit of space, a little bit of land, you can have chickens, you can grow food, then, cool, let's do that. But if it's a smashed together little development with one kind of throwaway lot that is
Which
a
kind of sounds
community
like it's
garden.
Community center instead of shuffleboard and
Then that's
tennis, you're going to
stupid
have
and I
a
don't
garden or
want it.
something.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Blake, can you put the map back up on there? I saw it briefly, but I didn't get a chance to get a good look at it. Yeah, because I think a lot of this area is like wetland. They said it was like 26,000. Then they say 26,000 acres or something crazy.
2,600, yes.
600 acres. Okay. That makes way more sense than what my brain heard.
Yeah, it does.
That's still a lot of acreage, I feel.
Nothing,
But
yeah.
that made way more sense than what my brain heard. But I mean, there's a lot of wetlands there in that area. I mean, you can see over to the right the wetlands, and I don't think the farmers want this yet. I mean, and the agricultural community doesn't support an Agrihood.
Right.
Why would the rest of us?
It's it seems like a cheap ploy.
I think we're the only ones that can approve it. It's kind of like they throw the agriculture word in there, and then us as the normal folks say, "Oh, that's got to be
sounds
great.
cool.
That's better than whatever." And then they're just basically tricking the community to vote for it, and knowing the agriculture folks and farmers don't want it because it doesn't bring any value.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
It's kind of leaning into the trad culture that's hot right now, where it's like, oh, you can move into the Agrihood and make sourdough
It's a
bread
gimmick.
and have
That's what I mean. It sounds
chickens.
It's a gimmick.
It's
Nobody's
just
gonna.
a marketing thing.
It is,
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, I agree with you on one case. I mean, we're talking 2,600 acres and 3,000 homes, so that's half an acre plus per home, which is nice. But some of those are going to be jammed together because there's not going to, and that's 2,600. I bet 1,000 of it's not buildable.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a little squeeze, a little more.
Sounds
squeeze
bigger than it
what
really is.
than
Yeah.
what it is. So, we'll see. We'll see how the county commission hold up on this one. Because I mean, they sometimes they're in a jam of what they can and can't do. So
Yeah.
but I think they're in a position now where they can really be kind of hard asses when it's up there.
Yeah. I mean, everybody I've talked to just really thinks this is gimmicky. People don't see a real use for it. It's just seems like just a gimmick. I just can't stop.
Yeah, I don't see any local wanting to move out there. It'd have to be from outside.
And I think most of your people that are
area.
going to move out there are not going to care about the
agriculture.
right,
It's going to be lawn.
agriculture side of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be long.
If you're really wanting agriculture,
Move out to a farm.
half acre is not going to get it done.
No.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know. So.
Yeah.
And can we stop with the Franken words? Agrihood.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
can we just?
Yeah.
This is like
call it
buzzwords.
what it-
This is, yeah.
it's so stupid.
It makes
It
me
is.
aggro.
It makes me aggro. Brings the hood out of my aggro. My aggressive
Yeah.
hoodness.
No, I'm with you, Amanda.
That and the nothing burger thing. Like, can we just stop with the Franken words?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah, let's stop trying to be trendy and just
Yes.
use actual
Just use
words.
them.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm old. Get off my lawn.
Get off
Stop
my-
it.
Give everybody a dictionary. Can we get a dictionary hood?
A library hood?
Yeah, right.
There's a
Everybody that moves
bookstore in here.
has to learn how to speak
Right.
properly. On Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., commission will meet, county auditorium. We already said that. Yeah, you can watch on the government website. That's good. So, let's hope it. Well, I hope it gets rejected. I think it's dumb. I think it's just not what it purports to be.
Same.
The legislature green lights a St. Augustine Airport rebranding. They need a lot more than that. Travelers headed to the nation's oldest city will soon have no doubts about their destination. They won't fly here. They're going to fly to Jacksonville. Nobody flies here.
No.
The Florida Senate has approved a bill to officially rename. This is so dumb because all they're doing is side skirting the Google review. All they're doing is side skirting
restarting there.
Right. When you search for the Northeast Florida Regional Airport, horror stories come up about crashes and planes not working and people dying. So a rebrand.
Make it safer.
Right.
Change the name.
Right.
Yeah. They'll never know.
We'll go with change the name.
Chipper.
Chamber to change the name.
100%.
Same logo, just a new name.
It's going to be called the St. Augustine Airport. What people call it anyway.
Yeah.
Yippee.
I mean, the Northeast never made sense to me. So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nobody
they did it
That's-
to attract
Right.
people. Well, that didn't work.
No.
Let's just call it what it is.
Agrihood Airport.
Yeah. The legislation sponsored by Representative Kim Kendall passed unanimously in the House and
Yippee.
is now on its way to Governor DeSantis' desk. We have to get the governor to
Approval?
sign off on a name change.
Job well done, guys.
Yeah. Wow.
We did it.
Putting in work for us up there in Tallahassee. It'll head to his desk for final approval. Supporters say the name change marks a return to the airport's historic roots. There's no roots. There's no roots. It barely functioned as an airport up until like 10 years
zeroing
ago.
out the Yelp reviews. I can't speak.
The St. Johns County Airport Authority championed the move. Oh, yeah, they're on the up
Yay.
and up. They're doing great. Calling it a matter of location clarity, community identity, and even security, and also protects them from being Googled about all the scandals they've been involved in with the airport.
And then they
Allegedly.
fired the executive director.
Twice. They've been through
during
like
the
three.
meeting. No.
Oh yeah, right. Because that's what they do. They get new executive directors every meeting. The airport had originally carried the St. Augustine name, but it was rebranded as the regional hub back in 2009. A few years later, in 2016, even the St. Augustine reference was dropped entirely. Now, with tourism booming and the city continuing to grow as a distinct destination, local leaders say it's time for the airport's name to reflect that identity. It's time for you to stop Googling Northeast Florida Regional Airport.
Yeah, the tourism's booming because of our airport.
This is so goofy. I think we should scrap the whole airport. It's
We
so
brought-
useless.
We brought in 8 people last year at that airport.
right.
There was a brief stint there where there was an airline that had super cheap flights from Ohio to Florida. And that's the only time I ever heard that airport happen. And that was
Yeah, they
like 10
always
years
You
ago.
did the
They
DC
always
one
do this.
for a
Yeah,
while.
they had a DC one for a little while. They had a Chicago one for a little while. They had like an
Denver?
Oakland one for a little while. Yeah, they have these very small companies that come in and take you to back and forth to and from one place.
Mhm.
You know, and it's
Yeah,
it's never been great.
Yeah, it's always a destination that has like 12 people in it or something.
Right.
You know, the DC one I thought was going to make it, but the airplanes were so bad.
Yeah, well, they don't have
They
enough
just- They just give
maintenance.
you a rope. They don't give you a seatbelt.
It was rough out there. It was not fun doing those. And then with those little airports, like it was Frontier when they were doing DC, and it's like if something was wrong with your Frontier plane, they didn't have a backup for you. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
and they did
Canceled.
2 flights a week, and so you had to wait till next week to get on another flight.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it was the most useless airport situation ever.
So convenient.
Right. I mean, the St. Augustine Airport is the most useless airport ever. Use it for Grumman test flights or something. Shut it down. Nobody uses it. It's so
Probably
stupid.
get places faster with the horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
Literally.
You literally could.
Yeah, I mean, we do have our own customs there, though.
Ooh.
Do we really?
Yeah, there's a customs agent that works there. Like, if you fly into the Bahamas,
Private
and you
jets.
fly into like anything in the Caribbean and come back in, you can go through customs at St. Augustine Airport.
I want that stamp.
Custom. You just go through one custom person. They're just sitting there like, hey, howdy.
Yeah.
You like customize
wake
your
him up.
experience.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have anything. Oh, you're good. Yeah.
That's St. Augustine workmanship right there. It's great.
Yeah,
I
it's
did have to wake up Customs and Border Patrol going into Canada. We walked the Rainbow Bridge in
Oh,
February.
I've done that. Yeah.
But it was February, so it was like snowing
Freezing,
and
yeah.
Oh,
freezing.
gosh.
We had to knock on the door for like 2 minutes just to get someone
Wake 'em
to
up.
open
That's
the door
awesome.
for us.
That's hilarious. That's a cool experience. Once you get over to that Canada side, it's a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Niagara Falls is
It's fun.
Legendary.
I haven't
very
been,
crappy.
I haven't been to Niagara Falls.
No?
No.
Niagara Falls, New York is not as good as Niagara Falls, Canada.
You ever see
And I
anyone?
rarely say good things about Canada. Or New York.
Not rarely.
Or New York.
I mean, this is on brand for New York.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not shocked by that at all.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is New York.
Go in the winter, I can tell you a path where it's like walking through Narnia on the Canadian side. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some nice Canadian spots.
Yeah.
Gas Buddy Gas Report time. Let us know in the comments where you are seeing the best prices for gas. We would appreciate it. I don't have a gas thing up here. So we'll let Blake put that up there and scroll through. And there's your gas report for today. Beautiful. Look at all those places. Wow. Yeah, no, I don't even have the link anymore.
Yes, indeed. Let's see let's see. Ooh, the Circle K on 207 at 322. The gate on Mizell Road at 324. And the gate at 4075 US 1 at 329.
Perfect. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That comes to us from Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. If you or someone you know are in trouble with the law, maybe somebody down at the airport.
That's what the airport and the land's used for.
A jail.
Yeah. I lived near the airport, and you'd hear a, and they would purposely crash it into the marsh because there was a marsh just on the other side. Unload all the dope and stuff, and then they just leave the plane.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
the dope was worth more than the plane.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Chris Lucero's getting you out for dope runs, but
Get you out for a little bit.
Maybe.
plain dope runs. I don't know if that's Chris Lucero-able. But 904-822-BAIL, you can try. 904-822-2245. Got some live music happening today and tonight. Not as much as we usually do on a Friday. Sarah Herforth at Ancient City Brunch Bar, 11 a.m. Michael Bo Greiner, our second favorite serial killer, the Milltop Tavern at noon. Edwin Barbosa, La Cocina at the Cellar upstairs at 1. Chase Foraker and Jonathan Lee, Pierre's Pub at 2. David Watt Besley at Aunt Kate's at 4. Sheila Macaluso at Bin 39 at 4 o'clock. Trevor Compton at the Conch House at 4. Jeremy Price at the Milltop, 4:30. Greg Johnson, regular old Greg Johnson. Guy Harvey Resort at 5. Ollie Twist, Marina Munch at 5. New Guys on the Dock, O.C. White's at 5. Dewey Vaya at the Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's, 5:30. Carry the Day, Funkadelic Food Shack, 5:30. Josh Tennessee Worthy at the Cimarron Golf Club at 6. Circus at the Colonial Oak at 7. Caleb Joy at River and Fort at 7. Contact Buzz at Arnold's at 7. Velvet 45, Banana Republic at 9. The Hillbilly Hellcats at the Milltop at 9. The Space Eaters at No Name at 9. And Cholula Prohibition Kitchen, 10 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah, man. That comes to us from Fidus Roofing, your local go-to for over 15 years. And all their peeps live right here in St. Johns County. They're master elite contractors, and that means they can offer you warranties that nobody else can touch. They love our community, and they love you. So you know you're in good hands. Let's check them out. Give them a call. 904-355-ROOF.
They have Starburst.
And gutters.
Yeah, they do. Don't put Starburst in your gutters.
They actually do have gutters, though.
All right. Florida Man Friday, a guy we've had on the show a couple of times.
Yeah.
A man wrangles an alligator barefoot off the side of the interstate in I-95. It was Wranglemania in Florida, they say, this weekend. And apparently that's exactly what it sounds like. A dramatic scene unfolded on the side of the Jacksonville Interstate Sunday when a local gator wrangling legend, Mike Dragich, barefoot no less, and then like a camouflage, what do they call those?
Like overalls?
No, I want to call it
onesie.
It's
That's what I was
almost a
thinking.
onesie.
Yeah.
Romper?
Yes, in like a camo romper. That's what it looked like.
Legendary.
I'm sure it wasn't. But officers with the Florida Highway Patrol and Florida Fish and Wildlife called in Dragich when they saw a beast of a gator
He was a big boy.
walking around on I-95. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Old Mike. Jeez. He is fearless, man.
I think they're cut off coveralls.
Yeah.
Coveralls.
It's a
Crazy.
romper.
It's the
Yeah, it's a
barefoot. It's the barefoot version.
It's a romper.
It's a total Florida man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not something that Nebraska doesn't have a guy like this.
Yeah.
You know?
He was in more danger with the cars. I don't know why they didn't turn the
Yeah.
one
Right, they
lane
should
off.
have
Like when
stopped
I was watching
traffic.
it, I was like, why aren't they at least making it go
Because
down
it's better
that
for the
one lane?
video. It's
Yeah.
better for the video
Yeah.
if they've got the cars all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like the guy they go to. I think he's got a contract with the city of Jacksonville. He's the guy they call to wrangle gators.
Super cool.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the regional guy.
Yeah. It's the regional gator wrangler.
He's on retainer.
We know a guy. We know a guy.
Yeah, we know
No
that.
shoes, but he can do it.
Yeah, he's got a romper.
Yeah, I think it opens up for the gator hunt lottery this next week.
Hmm.
I know it's usually 1st of May.
Great dude too. I mean, he's got a retreat where he takes guys. Many of them, I think, have PTSD, and he takes them on retreats and hunting trips and things like that. And folks that are in the military. It's a great organization that Mike has. But yeah, that was a big gator too.
That was huge.
That was not a
Big
small
gator.
gator. That was a
Yeah.
powerful animal.
10 foot, right?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that one,
Yeah, insane.
that one's going to be a wallet soon.
Yeah, and a belt.
Lots of wallets.
Boots, a whole outfit, a whole ensemble.
That's right.
Over 6 or 7 feet, they pretty much become wallets.
Yeah.
That they relocate them.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's part of his gig too.
That's cool.
Ever since Romancing the Stone, I wanted alligator boots.
Mm.
I'm just telling you.
You like gator tail?
Huh?
You eat gator tail?
Not really.
That was like some country. You eat gator tail? You ever tried lean?
You got to have a good marmalade on it.
Marmalade? You eat gator tail over there? I love gator tail. That's why I asked. Sorry.
Gator tail is
I'm
good.
hungry.
It's really good.
Yes, it is.
Tastes like chicken.
It does.
Chewy chicken.
Little chewy chicken.
That's right.
A little bit dark meat.
You remember Clark's Fish Camp?
Oh yeah.
Did they have
Legendary.
good gator tail
They
over
did.
there?
They had a gator in the place. You walk in, they had a huge gator in
Cut
a
its tail
tank.
off and-
No,
slowly harvesting.
I want that one. Go wrestle it.
Well, I can tell you where it was at. You pretty much could do that.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
this time. And that's a lot of gators are moving right now. So
Mm-hmm.
looking for that mate.
Hello, mate.
Everyone's telling you to tuck your hair, Rick.
Tuck it. No, they want it out.
They want it out. Go ahead and let it go. Let it go.
They want that
There you
thing
go.
out.
Spreading.
Yeah.
There's the
Let
gator
loose a
tail.
little bit.
There you go.
Tuck what in?
You got a little something right here.
This was my COVID mask. It seriously was. Whenever they tried me at Target,
Just do that.
Bulletproof.
what is cover? I have a face covering on.
It's probably better than those.
Write the rules
blue
better. Agrihood.
masks.
Agrihood.
It's not even me talking right now. Ha ha. Rick
Looking like
sucks.
a mountain man scorpion from Mortal Kombat or something.
I already gave you the starboard.
Yeah, all right. You eat gator tail?
If you have opinions on Nights of Lights or other large events, you can go to the city public
You
forum.
can stick them right.
That's pretty much what the city's going to tell you. That's what the city's going to tell you. Yeah, the city of St. Augustine inviting the public to weigh in on how large-scale events are managed, maybe because they looked for a consultant to do this and none of the consultants wanted to take the job.
Yeah.
Including the city's world-famous Nights of Lights celebration.
Now they're making it sound nice.
Right now, they're pumping it up.
Oh.
They can't make up their damn minds out there.
Whatever the story is.
In a series of public engagement meetings that will be held in May and June, they'll offer separate sessions for residents and business owners to share concerns and suggestions. Why don't they put the residents and the business owners together so they can talk it out because they're the ones that it matters to?
Divide and conquer.
That would be nice.
Divide
it is
and conquer,
divided. That's what it sounds like. How about we get everybody in the room, idiots, and get everybody in the room and let the smart people have
Did you just think of that?
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
It's
Holy
almost
genius.
as if people in the community would consult for free
What?
because they care about this event.
Right.
What happened?
And who would know more than the people that are actually there?
Unbelievable.
That was offered.
Yeah. It's
Brilliant.
That was offered. And some people own business and still live there.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Imagine that. Or both.
Oh,
Wow.
sheesh.
Everybody should go to each meeting. They're not going to sit there and vet you and say,
Yeah.
well, are you a business owner? If not, you're not allowed in. They're not going to do that.
Show me your
Everybody needs to go
papers.
to every meeting.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. God, they can't do anything right in the city of St. Augustine. They really can't. Topics on the table will include traffic congestion, pedestrian safety, and overall event impact, especially in light of recent changes to Nights of Lights, which city leaders voted to shorten due to what they say are safety and emergency response concerns.
They made it worse. They made it worse by shortening.
They didn't-
They condensed it. And
Yeah.
They made it worse.
And they didn't. They're not planning. They're not good at planning. They're just. It's a mess down there. The city's move to cut the event earlier in January is expected to have significant economic impact. Local businessmen on the St. Johns County Tourism Development Council estimates those cuts would cost the county nearly $130 million. Was that you they quoted?
That was urban.
Okay. Here's when you can attend. Residents, May 20th and May 27th. Business owners should also go to this from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Businesses, May 22nd through 29th. Residents should also go to this.
Yep.
1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Open to all. Oh, they've got one open to all day. June 10th from 5 to 7. All meetings would take place in the Alcazar room at City Hall, 75 King Street, and follow a town hall format with easels and note boards to collect input.
I love a good easel.
Yes. It sounds like chaos.
Where are we, man? How old are these people? Easels and
We'll be
note
carving in
pads.
stone tablets.
And then we'll have a whittling workshop. I'm so glad.
Bring your own candle. It may get dark later.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the coldest room in the history of St. Augustine. They have it like it's a freezer in there.
Yeah.
Because the air conditioners, it's an old building, so the air conditioners are like literally sitting right beside where you sit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. And
Freezed
you're just
out.
like, you don't want, like, if you don't have to be there, you don't want to be
They
in that
probably
room.
do it in that for that
I think
reason.
it might be
Hurry
a
up.
thing.
Get them out of
It might be a
here.
real thing.
Bring
Yeah.
your hoodies.
Yes.
I actually had to put my hat over top of the air conditioner because I was
Block
so
it.
cold.
Jeez.
I believe it. And then you put the hat back on and it
Yeah.
freezes your whole head. Get brain freeze.
It froze all my hair off.
Is that what happened?
Allegedly.
Officials
Allegedly.
say feedback from these meetings will shape recommendations to the city commission, and ideas about any large-scale event, not just Nights of Lights, are welcome.
Yeah, every event's different. I mean, like, you know, they're talking about, oh, we're going to compare the 4th of July and see some of the new That is completely different
event.
than what the
Yes.
traffic pattern is going to be for Night of Lights.
Yeah.
It's not even the same. So I don't even know how they can compare the two. I mean,
One,
Right.
traffic is allowed during Nights of Lights.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
during
one's
4th of
shut
July.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just going to shut down the whole city.
Yeah, it's, they I can't with these people. Moving on.
yeah.
So ridiculous. Portuguese man of war washing up on St. Johns County beaches, prompting a warning. Warning for beachgoers in St. Johns County. Officials say dangerous marine species They are washing up ashore on local beaches. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is alerting the public to the presence of Portuguese man-o'-wars, a creature that closely is related to the jellyfish, known for its painful sting, even after it's washed up on the sand. In response, officials have raised the purple warning flag,
Ooh.
signifying the presence of dangerous marine life in the area. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is urging everyone to avoid touching man-o'-war if spotted, and to exercise extra caution while visiting the beach. These warnings are in place until further notice, as safety remains a top priority for residents and visitors alike. I don't tell the visitors. Let them play with them.
Yeah. Surprise.
Tell the visitors to play with them.
They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Dude, they hurt so bad though. A man-o'-war compared to a jellyfish is like, I thought I got a tentacle on me one time and I thought a shark bit me.
Oof.
I ran out of the water. I'm probably 17 years old. I ran out of the water crying. Like, ah!
Yeah.
And looked, and you could see it burnt on me where it touched me.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was the worst experience ever.
My sister, who's like 2 years older than me, and we were in, I think we were at New Smyrna. We might have been South Daytona or New Smyrna, but she got one that actually wrapped in her arm.
Damn.
And I mean, they were just dumping ammonia on it.
Yes.
I mean, but it was
That probably was so painful.
she was the toughie, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you go into
not
shock.
That day.
No.
Not that day.
I've never felt. I've grabbed an electric fence for a horse before, and it feels like a little sledgehammer to your chest, knocks you back, whatever. But that man-o'-war tentacle was the worst pain I've ever felt. I could see if it was wrapped on you over a couple of minutes, you would pass out because of the pain,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, have you guys seen that reel where the husband and I guess it's her brother, where she's like going down to pet the horses, and they go, should we tell her the fence is electric?
Oh no!
pees
If she
herself.
leans on it,
She beats herself.
She leans in and it hits her like right across here.
ooh,
She's like, oh, I beat myself.
that's messed up.
But they didn't even tell her. They're literally having the conversation.
Should we let her know?
Should we warn her?
Should we tell her? And the husband goes, nope.
Wow. She pissed him off.
Well, they
That's how
don't
you
really
get a
shock you
divorce.
at first. As a kid, you're like throwing sticks at it to see something. You touch it, nothing happens. You touch it again, and you're like, oh, okay. And then from wherever the box is, it must take time to get there. It was like, come on.
Yeah.
I remember, it felt like I got a sledgehammer to the thing. I was like, yeah, that's messed up. I'm going to Google that one after the show.
But who has to get the warning not to touch a man-o'-war?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this
Right,
really
right.
not common knowledge? We all have Animal Planet. Like, we've all watched Wild
Yes.
Kratts. Like, you know.
And if you're not familiar with it, you just don't touch it.
Don't touch
Especially
it.
the man-o'-wars are
Who would
like
touch
crazy
something
looking
like that?
too.
They are crazy looking. Why would you
Yeah.
want to touch something like that?
Yeah. Well, kids naturally want to go step on it and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
my kid, when you see
it
a
looks like a
jellyfish,
balloon.
and you can pick those ones up, whatever. Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. 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 Ow.
All right, Troy's going to be on the beach checking the potency of each man-o'-war. Yeah.
It's aight. It's a weather check. It's aight. It's aight.
I wasn't at this age, but when I was like 12,
Yeah, of course.
like, hey, I bet you won't put your tongue on that.
Kind of looks like a booger. Oh, that would hurt. Ooh.
You had
A peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich? That's a jackass stunt right there. Florida Man Games.
Florida Man game right there.
touch the jellyfish.
Touch the jellyfish.
When I was in Costa Rica, they're telling us about poison dart frogs, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you don't want to touch this one. You definitely don't want to get that toxin in your mouth. But that one, as long as you don't keep it in your mouth too long,
Yeah,
you can
you'll
make her
trip out a
fun
little
time."
bit.
Like,
Yeah.
who knows this? Like, who tried? It's a terrible idea.
Well, who tried the oyster for the first time?
Oh, yes. Oh, that would have been a gnarly one.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried an oyster. I'm not
Really?
convinced it's not ocean snot.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's the filter of the ocean. It's damn near
For sure.
snot of the
I would
ocean.
like the peanut butter and jellyfish for the Florida Man.
Yeah,
game.
that'd be pretty cool.
Me
They're all
too.
broken out on their face.
We should definitely have the guys run through something that contains jellyfish in it.
I'm down. Let's do it. We'll test it
On their
out.
way to bong water.
You can do this.
Bong
Or
water
you can do
jellyfish.
that.
That's right.
This, or you can get with that. And you can get with this. Yeah. All right, cool.
Yep.
We need a good lawyer for next year.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Morgan's good.
Morgan.
Patrick.
For the jellyfish. Offices.
How do you want to check the comments, Troy?
I will finagle my way fruitfully through the fastidiously through. Oh, I don't even know. Sorry, Bobby. The Fantastic Fans.
Hey.
Awesome.
I totally screwed that
Yeah,
up.
you did.
Yeah.
You do that.
Starburst on the mind.
Fastidiously through the Fantastic Pants. Okay, I got it.
That's right. As you do that, I will remind you about our friends at St. Augustine Handy House. Look no further than St. Augustine Handy House if you're looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building. They're proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and conveniently located in St. Augustine on State Road 16. Family-owned business. Been serving our community since 1988. So whether you're looking for a shed, a barn, office space, or carport, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated structures in the industry. Open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and Saturday, 9 to 1. Rick opening the Starburst, distracting.
I'm trying to do it so quiet.
904-823-9092. Try to get your hands off those Starbursts. You got to report on the comments.
Oh. All right. Wawa was at $3.29. Costco was at $2.79. We did get to see Rick's hair. People were excited about that.
It does exist.
And I guess at that food truck out there, they have a little beer and wine section too.
Yeah, a little sit down.
Little sit down area there. Okay.
That's cool.
Might have to check that place out. And also, everybody was out there. The Grand Canyon, I think, won on the places people wanted to go see. So you weren't alone with that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
Cool. What do you got for Stordom Stat?
Stordom Stat today, on this day, 2011. I have to be careful the way I say it so I don't screw up the algorithms. Osama bin Laden was
Oh, too late.
captured, by the SEAL team.
That's what they say.
And
Never saw the body.
yeah, well, the body in their culture,
Why
They
did we
kept-
respect their culture of a
they kept-
terrorist of the world?
because we were on their land.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
But they kept the DNA, so they did identify it, and he hadn't popped up again.
Oh, well, he was dead for 5 years.
Yeah, good point.
Marfan syndrome, liver, kidneys. Very bad.
But that happened on this day in 2011.
Damn, P's not letting you get that out.
Interesting, they found him a block away from the Pakistani military.
Hey,
That's
have a
very
Starburst.
interesting. Just saying. He was on a military base the whole time? Come on, get out of here. They got somebody else in there.
Hide in plain sight. They'll never see it coming.
All right, well. So that's Stordom Stat, brought to you by a place that actually exists, St. Augie's Pizza, right in between Riberia and M.L. King.
They're
Was
delicious.
throwing his body overboard on a boat part of their culture too? No, it wasn't. It was not part of the culture.
They're a desert people.
They were outside the water where it was
Yeah, we did.
not their rules anymore.
Didn't make any sense. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. All right, plugs.
Fun weekend this weekend. Amanda and I, we have our photo shoot tomorrow.
Very fast
Yeah.
weekend.
Right.
Yeah, for the new intro and the billboard.
Awesome.
I'm with you.
That's Rick's plug right there. Get yourself
Shout
some
out
Starburst.
Amanda.
That's right.
Thank you.
And cousin Marty.
And cousin Margie, of course. I'll give her a
you got any
Starburst.
plugs?
I will not be here on Monday, and then I'll be sitting in Pete's chair on Tuesday. So
Right. That's
pray
right.
for me
new
this
anchor.
weekend.
Congratulations.
Blake, you got any plugs?
Just have a good Friday.
Sweet.
I will go a step further and tell everybody to have a great weekend.
Oh yeah, and I do need to throw this out there just for our people.
That's too late. See you later.
The
Bye.
90s Fest is not this weekend, so no one go out there. They moved it to June, so there is no 90s Fest this weekend.
Okay.
Sweet.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.